Let's make some Haitian bread soup. Here's the bread. More bread. I break it all up, put in the water, and some more bread. Some of this. After putting all the seasoning, I'll let it marinate for about 10 minutes. Cut up my onions. My pot is warming up. The soup, the bread is almost marinated. Another chic dye. This is fish. It's all ready to go now. I've put some spice in it. It's cold, so this should be good for the cold weather. It's been so cold, so I think this will be good for the... Really good. Not to brag or anything, but I outdid myself with the soup. So my whole family think that I don't know how to cook. So I let them believe that I actually don't know how to cook. And my brother-in-law actually came and got second for the plate. And my sister thought it was so good that she took a plate to my mom. So she was like, "Hey Ma, I just got home from work. Do you want some soup?" You know, because it's cold. It's like super cold, right? And it's not when I used to it being this cold. So that is the reason why I made the soup. Because the bread is called a soup pain. That's what it's called in Creole, soup pain. So it's like a soup of bread, right? So the bread was in the freezer and I didn't want it to go to waste. Usually it will go to waste after being in the freezer because when you take it out, you see that big clunk of bread. That's Haitian bread. And they usually make it fresh in the boulanger or the people's bakery in their little spot, right? But once you put it in the freezer and you take it out, it's gonna be all soggy and nasty, so no one's gonna eat it. So I figured the best way to use the bread, because if we leave it out and we're not eating it fast enough, then it goes bad because you see it's so thick. So usually we'll make soup. Haitians make this soup, excuse me, with bread when you're sick, when it's cold, or just when you're hungry and you feel like having some soup. In Haiti, it's like a normal thing. So they usually put the alan, which is the darkened fish, which is what I put. The shiktai is the darkened fish that they put with onion, sauteed the onion, all that stuff. But somebody made it to sell, so my mom bought some last night. And also the white fish that I put was fish that my aunts from Miami sent with my mom to bring to us. So I didn't want the fish to go to waste. So I was like, oh, well, here's an idea. It's cold outside. You know, it's the first day of cold. It might not last until tomorrow, so I'm gonna make the soup today. I was saving the soup for tomorrow, but what if it's not cold tomorrow? So then I decided to make the soup today, and apparently everybody loved the soup. It was such a big pot, only a little bit is left. I thought I was going to have the soup for the next 2 weeks to drink, because no one ever eat my food, so because I never cook, right? So it makes sense that they will eat my food. But according to them, I cooked one time for Thanksgiving. It was a Thanksgiving meal, but I cooked before the Thanksgiving meal. You know, when everybody's at the house and everybody's hungry and they're starting to drink early, like 10 a.m. So they asked you to make something. So I made this pasta. I made a rasta pasta, but Jenny's rasta pasta, and everybody fell in love with it. And I swear to you, it's been 9 Thanksgiving, and every Thanksgiving my cousins come over and ask for the same pasta, even with all the food being made. They ask for the same pasta. So the thing with me is when I cook, I throw everything in there. So I don't manage anything, or I don't measure anything. I don't look at it exactly. I know what I'm putting in there, but I couldn't recreate the same thing, even if you kill me. I can't recreate it, you know? So you gotta just enjoy it when I make it, because I might not be able to make it the same way the next time, right? And usually when I make smaller pots, that's when it's the best. I don't know if other people are like this, but apparently everybody enjoyed the soup to the point where my sister, who is a malhonnête, I don't know if you know what a malhonnête is someone who doesn't do any favors for nobody. She won't do nothing for nobody, but she always expects you to do things for her, right? Sweet girl, but she's a malhonnête. I was so shocked that she took her car and drove to my mom's house, which is not far. We all live very, very close. Everybody got their own house, and we all live like within 10 minutes of each other, right? Some that live literally the walking distance from each other. But my mom, she's about 10 minutes from us. My sister got in her car and drove to my mom's house to bring her that soup because everybody was so shocked. And her husband came and took seconds, and I think he was going for a third. I outdid myself. I was like, oh, but I also said that this will be the last time. It will be in a few years you guys will taste my food again. Because when everyone in the family thinks that you don't know how to cook, so they're not expecting you to bring a plate of food during Thanksgiving. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy my TED talk. But the soup was so good. It was so good. There's a little bit left which I'll take to work with me tomorrow, but it was just finger licking good. Okay, that's soup. So if you guys want me to show you like the whole step of how to make it, because when I tell you it's delicious and it's quick to make, you can make it with like $5, right? If you have the bread at your house, $5 would be plenty of money to buy all the stuff you need. The black fish, which is called a allen salt. All Haitians know allen salt. We put in like Haitian spaghetti. We put in like every food. It's this black fish. It's very salty. You have to boil it. You have to get it in the water. It's not bacalao. It's not the white fish. It's not bacalao. It's allen salt, but it's full of salt, and you have to wash all the salt out. But I didn't have to do all that because I just used some of the shiktai that was already created, which the person who created shiktai most likely had to wash all the salt out because everything gets real salty if you don't wash it out. The bread, onions, if you want onions, you chop everything up, and then you just add all your seasoning that's going to make it taste good. It's nothing to it. You can add, what the hell was that? You can add fish, or you can add chicken, or you can add shrimp, whatever makes you happy, because at the end of the day it's going to be your food, right? Or you can add a little bit of everything in there. But it's just one of those soup. It's very heavy though because it's a lot of carb. It's literally bread. So it's not noodles. It's like noodles because bread technically is flour. I mean, noodles is technically flour. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing, but it's bread. And you need that heavy duty bread, not just any kind of bread, not like just regular Wonder bread. It's going to be too soggy. The bread's going to just melt and turn into water. You don't want that. You want the heavy duty Italian bread or Haitian bread, thick with all the meat inside, right? And then you just soak it up in the water. I like to soak it up. You can just make it like this because you're going to put it in the water anyways, but I like to soak it up to get it a little bit softened, because if it's too thick, then you're just gonna be eating chunks of bread. Although, yeah, you're eating chunks of bread, but it's soft, you could just swallow it. If you're sick too, if you have something in your throat and you just need something to like something quick, the soup, every Haitian, I don't know any Haitian that don't know anything about soup, but I figured I'd make it because in 2 days we're going to drink our Haitian soup jumu. So I didn't want it. I didn't want to make too much. I made enough. I made a big pot, which a little bit of it is left. So I'm glad that it didn't go to waste. They actually ate it because usually nobody eat my food. So, anyways, other than when I do cook, they don't eat it because I don't cook, and everybody, including my husband, knows that I don't cook, right? So he cooks. Anyways, guys, talk to you later. Bye. Have a good night.